and what we intend to do. It is not only developing online courses, but developing these courses based on the European credit transfer system. Why European? Why Israel is involved? What is the reason to do this? This is the mobility of students and teachers. That's why this system was involved in Europe, and this project will try to introduce, of course we don't impose this system, but to introduce this system. Yeah, but it was here on your computer.
When you put it here, I didn't.
No, but this one, it was wrong that I presented this morning, so it was for this one, the same one, yeah, the previous one.
Okay.
And okay, we'll start the presentation. But what is the idea, and what is this? What's the purpose of this European credit transfer system? This is to facilitate the mobility of students. I can tell you that even in Europe, it was accepted very hardly accepted by the teachers. We know that our system, educational system, is the most conservative system, and it changes very slowly. But fortunately, it was accepted, and now we are very happy with this system because we have openness of the education. It is not distance education. Distance education is part of it. This is the idea is also to exchange students. And in this project, it will end after the development of the online courses, after the students pass successfully the courses and the tests. Some groups of them will make their practical work in European universities. And this is exchange for practice in clean rooms, because it is very expensive practice, and a very intensive course of 1 week. This is to come. Why? So we are 11 partner institutions from Israel, France, Italy, and Bulgaria. And the idea was to develop these modules, certified modules, based on European credit transfer system. The reason of this European, introduce this system in Israel is to facilitate exchange of students and teachers. This is the most important thing, openness of the higher education and collaboration. And we will share all, in addition, what is also very useful, this is that we will share our courses. Can you imagine the knowledge, the competencies, the efforts of 6 Israeli and 3 European universities and 1 big Israeli company, Elbit, because we need absolutely the link to the industry. We develop 20 courses. 20 courses, what is also very specific, nanotechnologies. These are not competencies of only not department, even one university can be able to deliver education, successful education in all nanotechnologies. This is physics, chemistry, biology, these are applied sciences as nanoelectronics and so on. So this is very revolutionary. I participated and coordinated a number of European projects on these topics, but not nanotechnologies. It was nanoelectronics or but this is really very ambitious projects, and hopefully we are very successful. It was very difficult at the beginning when we started to accept these credits, the definition of the learning outcomes and so on. This is to identify our teaching in order to exchange, to be able to exchange students in knowledge and students. Our courses are based on this. So this is the idea of our project, and what is important, that we will recognize our certified modules, but each university will keep its autonomy regarding the diploma delivery. So there is nothing imposed, everything is flexible, but it is just the best way to collaborate. The background of this project was were 3 other European projects. We were working on them. We introduced their short-term 1-week mobility, because in these projects only minimum 2 weeks are allowed. These activities to come. Next year we'll exchange a number of, I think, at least 60, 120 Israeli students will come to France and Italy for practical work in clean rooms. The project aim, this is the modernization of education, so not to be so theoretical, just to show you this idea. It is not only, we have a lot of ambitious goals, in fact, not only to start developing online courses in Israeli universities. A lot of them started. We are very advanced in sciences and education, of course, but the idea is, of course, to collaborate and to share our knowledge and our competencies. But to introduce this credit system within 6 Israeli universities, to recognize the credits of the European universities and Israeli, and to be able to exchange students and teachers and to promote the mobility between Israel and European countries as well. One objective of the, to design syllabi and course content and so on. We analyzed the user needs. There was, thanks to our colleagues from SNM, maybe they will present also. We made a large survey. This is just at the beginning. We have much more respondents to analyze the needs in Israel of these courses in nanotechnologies. These are wrong numbers, I'm sorry about this. There are 40 companies. It was distributed to 200 users. People from big companies responded, from universities and from some European countries as well, but of course the target is Israeli audience. I would like to be understood very well. We don't want to impose something accepted in Europe to Israel. We just would like to collaborate successfully, to exchange students, to share our knowledge. And till now, me personally, I'm fascinated with the collaboration that we started with all Israeli partners. So there were 2 meetings on Bologna process in the credit system. What is interesting, it was organized, of course, by, the courses were delivered by Israeli experts in this credit system. It was delivered to the partners from. Okay. So the second, we attained already the first objective. The second one was to select innovative content for the defined learning outcomes and to develop e-learning courses. There are 2 kinds. There will be presentation of those courses by the colleagues, by Jack Barocas mainly, and the video recording, because he is our expert in these video recording lectures, or just in they're very important are also laboratory practices in high technology laboratories, because these are clean rooms. The equipment is very expensive. The access of students mostly is limited. So to prepare them for this laboratory practice, or just to give opportunity to those who are not, for example, let's say students from colleges, not university students, to have to provide them this knowledge. These movies will be available to all of them also. So what are the results? We have 20 instead of 18 courses. This is really huge amount of learning content in all in the different nanotechnologies, as I said, from sciences, applied sciences, and of course there will be some demonstration of those courses. Hurry it a little bit more, but the platform, maybe it is better to give to leave Jack Parokis to show our platform created by Tel Aviv University team. And we had some training workshops. It was not easy, first of all, how to develop, how to create this, how to define learning outcomes, how to define credits. It is completely new for our Israeli partners, but they are very successful. They are pretty bright and brains, and they are very successful in it. Why we need these credits? Why? In order to identify our requirements of the knowledge and practice of the student, to be able to make this exchange of students and of teachers. This is the idea. And okay, the first step are done already. We have those courses already available in the EduNano platform. There are three kinds of courses. We target large audience. One are for the first, let's say, are the full semester courses for university students. Of course, we can't impose to the university some new course, or of course, if each university or institute finds this course, one of those 20 courses, useful or necessary for their educational program, they will approve, if they want, of course, approve the academic program, and they can use for free these courses. So this collaborative work, and instead of 3 or 4 courses developed by each university, each partner, and we will deliver these courses to the larger audience in Israel also, it will be, they will have 20 instead of this limited number of courses. So, how do you make back? Okay, that one, we have courses for high school students and for some introductory for graduate students training. The exception, we will have presentation by Ron Blonder on for the high schools courses, which are very valuable because nanotechnologies are very new and very, very new, but already they exist. They are some important part, not only of the science, but of our life. So even the high school students, they should be involved in this. Okay, to perform the tests, and our objectives are really very ambitious, to involve at least 200 students and retrain teachers from high school to deliver these courses to even in high schools. And the last activity in our project will be the mobility of small group of students in nanotechnologies from the 6 Israeli nano centers in the 2 big laboratories at Grenoble Institute of National Polytechnical Institute and to the Polytechnics of Torino. These are our objectives and what we are doing in words. Now, I think, okay, full academic courses in technologies. I'm going, I don't know what pressing subject. I don't know this computer, I'm sorry about this. Okay. Focusing on technology. And so I wanted to point that these are not only online courses. It is not only e-learning. This is absolutely new initiative to develop courses based on the European credit transfer system in order to be able also to exchange to students and teachers what is already fact in Europe. Almost all students study 1 semester or 2 in some other country. This is to internationalize, of course, our education and to make our world more open to the others. So the impact, thank you. And
Next one is here.
okay, thank you very much. So the expected impact, I would say that the first one is already fact. The collaboration was not easy at the beginning, but now we are very, very successful. We are thinking about the next project already. And what we heard, even it was before, 1 hour before we were discussing, this project even created even new connections between Israeli partners, Israeli universities, and they have new initiatives, scientific and research, and also educational initiatives between them, and new collaborations. The courses are almost ready. You see some examples, and we hope that because we have courses for training enterprises, Elbit is one of our most important partners. They are also developing courses. So we target high school pupils, high school students, university students, and also, of course, teachers and people from the industry. I'm proud to show you the evaluation of our intermediate report, what we had till now. It was the conclusion of the evaluators from the European Commission. So, thank you. It was just introduction. These are two sites. EduNano EU is the site of the project. Project website with some information on the partners and what we do. The first one is the most important. Of course, you need passwords and you need some authorized access. But on the Tel Aviv University platform are all developed courses. So, thank you. I think Jack Ferokas will continue with